Welcome, guys. This is Michael here, and I have Jacob joining me today.
Hello, hello.
And we're gonna catch you guys up for this Rocket Series event, which is Modern. Up first, we have Chaz Tanner versus Joshua Billy, and it looks like a Yawgmoth mirror. This mirror is pretty gross.
Yeah. So we were just talking beforehand about what to look for in the mirror, how to play the mirror effectively. And what were you saying, chat?
So, the mirror is really dependent on who decides to usually go for it second, unless your opponent doesn't have something when they go for it. So it's like if you bowmaster first, your opponent bowmasters back. If you don't have a follow up, it's really gross. And then there's also like I chord for this, and then I chord in response for this. Like that, it's a very interactive matchup. So it's like if you're going first, you have to either know your opponent doesn't have a response, or you just better have another response after they have theirs. Like this is one of the more interactive mirrors, just because there's so much in terms of like I have a Soul Cauldron, I exile your stuff, so like your Undying stuff can get put under the Soul Cauldron. Like it's just puke how good that is.
Yeah, and then let's see how the lists kind of compare. I'm curious if it's going to be the same main deck at least.
I'll let Jacob do the play-by-play right here, and I'll look through these lists real quick.
Yeah, so, well, we already have mirror with the Yawgmoths out already.
I'm seeing no Delighted Halfling out of Josh, and I'm seeing it in Chaz.
Okay. Josh looks like he could potentially be holding up a Bowmaster here for end of turn. And, yep, flashes one in. Kills the Yawgmoth.
I'm also seeing that Land of War Waste you see out of Josh and not out of Chaz.
All right.
Oh, I'm wrong. Delighted Halfling down here.
Okay.
He is a 2-2 split between Halfling and Ignoble, and Chaz does not have Ignoble.
Yeah, so Josh looks like he's holding onto a cord just through his Zulaport Cutthroat. That would be a good start for him, but no, looks like... Oh, Eldritch Evolution.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's going to be big.
That's probably a Grist.
Yeah.
And then you downtick the Yawgmoth to get rid of the Yawgmoth.
Bring it
That's
back.
pretty nasty. On the flip side, we make that play. Grist goes to 1. Chaz has a Bowmaster in hand.
Oh, true.
So there's maybe we were upticking and not downticking. Oh, we're going straight for Yawg.
Okay. I mean, he's able to get rid of his wolf, get rid of the token, and potentially just have an empty board.
I kind of like it, but I also like the Bowmaster at Chaz's hand.
Yeah.
Which we're probably going to see it forced here right now.
Yeah, so far I was only able to make out a wall of roots out of Chaz's hand. I couldn't see what else he might have.
Chaz is also on Spike Feeder sideboard.
Okay.
That'll be pretty interesting.
Yep.
And Chaz has some One Rings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll also be pretty decisive for him.
Yeah, Chaz's list looks a little more streamlined for how the meta shifted, and Josh's looks more traditional.
Okay. Alright. Bowmaster coming down. And what do you pick off here?
I'm probably picking that Orc.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I'm picking the Orc. That way, if he wants to sack the Yawgmoth to the Bowmaster, I can put a damage to his face and make a bigger Orc.
Or did he just do it to his life total?
He did to life total.
Alright.
Maybe he's wanting Josh to feel obligated to cast... Or not cast, activate Yawgmoth more. Or obligated to kill the Bowmaster in the first activation.
Okay.
Soul Cauldron right here is disgusting. This is a mirror breaker.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's...
Chaz has an active Wall of Roots.
Yep.
Which means he is almost there for full combo with Walking Ballista.
Okay.
Because he already has a Yawgmoth.
Mm-hmm.
So he really just needs a chord here.
And then, yeah, guy's coming down.
And he already has, his Yawg in hand.
Yeah, so Josh is pretty much against the ropes, doesn't have much
Yeah.
interaction. He does have a chord, but I don't think chord does anything.
Yeah, chord for
now.
1.
Chord for 2.
Or 2, the Land of War Waste.
Yeah.
So there's the Yawgmoth coming down.
Yep.
We cannot chord if we're Chaz because we only have 2 green. Because we just put a counter on the Wall of Roots, so we can only convoke for 2 green.
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that we can't convoke on our opponent's turn for Ballista. Because we can go counter on wall roots, tap wall roots, tap Yawgmoth, counter for Ballista, or cord for 0 to put Ballista in the yard, and then exile Cauldron.
Yeah.
On the flip side, here comes the cord out of Josh.
So what could Josh get potentially? He already has the Zulaport Cutthroat, and I think that was just a 1-up in his list.
I think. Yeah, we're killing Geist.
Yeah.
I think we're doing this now to make our opponent feel obligated to sack the Geist, and then in response we do it with the Yawgmoth. Yep. So now the counter will fizzle for the target for Yawgmoth.
Okay.
So now we're gonna exile the Soul Cauldron. So that's really important.
Yep. And then looks like Horde. I know, so he's drawing off the Yawg. I think we're still figuring out this.
Yeah, there we go, Chaz.
Yeah.
Chaz is moving too fast. He needs to slow down.
Yeah. So you had mentioned the combo with Walking Ballista. Do you mind just kind of going over that interaction step by step?
Yeah, so you have this crazy interaction with Wall Roots where you can add a counter, and then you have Ballista where you can remove a counter to deal damage. And with an Undying creature, you removing the counter kills it.
Yep.
And then it comes back, and then it has the counter when you kill it with Yawg, and you just rinse, repeat.
Yep. And act this Cauldron, allowing you to activate it because it has a 1/1 counter.
Colas has a 1/1 counter on it.
Yep.
Yep. It's quite gross.
Yeah. Yeah, this deck having the capability of just having a combo win out of nowhere while also being able to play a grindy game kind of speaks to the resiliency of the deck. Being able to just win off a tutor is always a good escape button to have.
Yo, Scott McCarty, it's the Naruto headpiece for me too. Chaz is absolutely ridiculous, and that's why we love him.
Yep. So I believe this cord is still
In his hand?
resolving, because I don't think...
Oh, I thought we...
Oh, no.
I opened this to look at the chat, and I thought we were already done with that.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think Joshua is trying to decide what to cord for.
Yeah. Or no. So...
Oh, Chaz was deciding if he wanted to interact before the cord resolved. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they did kill the wall roots. It's pretty important.
Yeah. Yeah, getting that off the battlefield. So now Josh is trying to decide, because cord would be for 2. Cutthroat's already in hand.
Does he have more than one Stringer Root Geist? That's a good question. Let me look that up.
I mean, you could... Yeah, so he does, and it's on the battlefield now.
Okay. So that makes sense, because
Yep.
now we have 2 Undying creatures with Yawg.
Yep.
We can at least kill our opponent's board, but there is a Cauldron out. So that Cauldron needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Coming from boards, we're going to see Reclamation Sage for sure.
Yeah. At least.
And I don't think anybody's running... Oh, so Chaz has 2 Force of Vigors and a Reclamation Sage. I don't know if we're going to see the Force of Vigors. Josh has a Force of Vigor and a Reclamation Sage. So it'd be interesting if our opponents decide whether they value the Force of Vigor or not. I'm going to say no.
With as important as the Cauldron is in the mirror?
Yeah, but so you're going to 1-for-1, or you 2-for-1 because you exile a card in your hand?
Yeah.
But you're already running Besajus and the Rex Sage. I think the Rex Sage is probably the route they're just going to go.
Okay.
And then Chaz has a Haywire Might, so we probably will see that.
Yeah. So Cutthroat coming down, which is going to start the drain. And, yeah. Going for...
Yeah, to kill the Cutthroat. So he's going to have to respond and see if we give it up.
Yeah.
Because if he sacks the Strangleroot Geist here, we just do it again to give up the Wolf to kill the Zulaport.
Right. So, it's interesting in my mind that he didn't just sacrifice both the Undying creatures to kill the Yawgmoth?
No, because you cannot leave that on the battlefield.
Okay.
So this is like, so when I was explaining to you about when you start and stop, if you start and your opponent has a board state like that, you have to commit to what you're doing.
Right.
It's really not necessarily about getting Yawgmoth off the field. It's about making sure Yawgmoth is not enabled.
Okay.
So that Young Wolf having a counter on it now, we need to get rid of that counter and have another piece to be able to combo off.
Okay.
Which is why you've seen Josh being so aggressive, because Chaz had a pretty gross board hard casting Yawgmoth where he had to Eldritch Evolution into his.
Right.
So that means like Chaz is slightly ahead by the amount of cards as you see in his hand versus his opponent.
Right.
But I mean his life total also reflects that.
Okay.
So Josh went to go start something and Chaz had interaction for it. Because he had interaction for it, that's why you see where we're at.
Yeah.
That's an interesting play out of Josh not killing the Young Wolf.
Yeah.
I wonder what's in his hand. Chaz's hand is also absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, Hepatra.
Yeah, Hepatra is that's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh left with hardly anything on the battlefield, so
He has a string root, guys. However, this is also a really good top deck for Grist, but that Cauldron is just absolutely brutal. Like,
yeah.
Cauldron is a mirror breaker. It's disgusting how good that card is.
Looks like another Yawgmoth, another Cord, and I can't quite see what he has at the bottom there.
I can't see Josh's hand at all.
Yeah.
It's the glare from the way he's sitting.
Yeah.
One of them look like a Yawgmoth on the far right.
Yeah, far
I
right.
think he's dead.
Yeah. Even with a Cord, I don't
Yeah, I think he's dead. I think Chaz having the Cauldron. Oh,
he just has it at this point.
Yeah, Zulaport.
Yeah.
I think he has it if we have a Young Wolf. Or another Cord. Because of the Zulaport in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Wall of Roots. We don't need any of that. We have all this mana. There it is. Boom. Fulminator Mage.
Oh, okay.
Blow your land up.
Might as
Activate
well,
Soul Cauldron. Blow your land up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see him exile that Soul Cauldron, Fulminator, putting a counter on the Weedle, and then you're going to see him blowing the other land up. Disgusting.
That's pretty bad.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And now every single creature that enters with the 1/1 counter will be a Fulminator Mage.
Wow.
Puke.
Yeah, that's some powerful magic.
This looks like Cord for Endurance.
All right. Getting
He
rid of
should
the
have waited.
Fulminator,
He should have waited.
and then blowing up Landmark.
He should have waited. Oh, it's disgusting. I honestly think Josh is a little nervous because I've seen him play,
Yeah.
and I've seen him play the mirror, and he's a little more clean than this. I think he's just nervous.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wait for your opponent to tap the Cauldron, and then you Cord for Endurance.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he could because he had one creature in 4, so that just would have been a Cord for 2, potentially.
Oh, Haywire Might.
Yeah. So he floated the green off the Llanowar Waste, get the Haywire Might, and then blow up the Cauldron.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But we already down our land. We floated mana at least.
Yeah, we floated the mana. And
I didn't see him have a Haywire Might main board. That's...
yeah, I think it just might be
Shout out to players and deck lists. Please, for the love of Jesus, write it by type. Write creatures together, spells together, lands together.
Makes it a lot easier.
When you have it spread out, it's really difficult to actually read your lists. Both of you have legible lists, but it's difficult to follow.
And then yeah, Fulminator
I mean-
rid of 3 lands on that turn.
Yeah. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And
then-
we have a Zulaport still, and we have a Grist.
Yeah. So
The question is Chaz giving up the Zulaport to keep the Grist alive?
it looks like Josh just has
Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has a land, Yawgmoth, and a Grist, so unplayable.
Oh, you got a land, though.
Yeah,
Land's important here
it
after
is.
you get a triple Stone Raid. Triple Stone Raid. A Pendlehaven is
Pendlehaven?
so brutal.
With the Grist?
It's so
Wow.
brutal. I need Yawgmoth. Chaz gotta be this good looking to be this lucky.
All right. Double Verdant.
These draws are insane.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
So yeah, Josh able to come back with some lands, but getting basics this time.
Yeah, that Fulminator play was pretty brutal, and the fact that Chaz has Fulminator main board.
Yeah.
I mean, on the flip side, Josh is being spicy with a Haywire main board.
Yeah. That was a good clean answer. And then Grist of his own.
Amethyst. Shout out to Chaz for having a Soulless Jailer main board too, because he doesn't want to lose to Rhinos.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
You filthy human being.
Yeah, just courting out a Soulless Jailer.
That's so gross. Yeah, Josh is more on the stereotypical list traditionally for Gilded Goose and Prosperous Innkeeper. Chaz is like, nah, I'm just all hate pieces.
And there it is.
I'm a toolbox deck main board. The only sideboard piece I want is that Reclamation Sage. Everything else is main board.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but Soulless Jailer is an 0-4. That's so important.
Yeah.
It's so hard to kill.
Yeah.
A lonely Yawgmoth.
Yeah. And I think that's the last of Josh's cards in hand.
Yep. This is probably a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just grist minus. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, that Vandalhaven.
Vandalhaven on the offense. Yep.
Nasty Anapatra.
Yeah.
That should be, yeah.
That's enough for Josh.
He wrapped.
Yeah.
All right, sideboard wise, let's go for Josh's first.
Yeah.
Does he bring the Fulminator Mages in or not after watching it?
I think you should.
So his sideboard is Thoughtseize, Fulminator Mage, Fatal Push, Legion's End, Go for the Throat, Soulless Jailer, Dampening Spear, Culling Ritual, Force of Vigor, Reclamation Sage, the Filigree Silex, Elven Course, and Veil of Summer. I think there's an argument for Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
Because of Chord.
Yep.
So I think Thoughtseizes has come in. I don't know if the Fulminator Mages are good or not. Like, we just watched them be really good, but now they're known.
Right.
So I don't know. That there's a strong argument to bringing them in. The push, I think, comes in just because it's easily enabled.
Yep.
The spicy one I would like to see come in, Culling Ritual.
Culling Ritual would be
I
good.
would love to see Culling Ritual in this matchup.
Yeah, get ahead on some mana, get ahead on an early chord.
And then you're definitely going to see Reclamation Sage just because of how much we've seen Soul Cauldron take over the game.
Yeah. So then, what do you take out? Like, what are the cards that you don't want to see in the mirror, really?
Well, Chaz just absolutely dumpstered him with Bowmaster.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be seeing these ignoble hierarchs come out.
Okay.
Maybe the Gilded Goose because it seems a little slow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we get to a point where we really need the food. It is an O2.
It is,
and it does make mana, but we already have halflings.
Yeah.
I think halfling is just objectively better.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else would we be taking out?
So Soulless Jailer probably for Chaz.
Yeah, Soulless Jailer for Chaz. Chaz will also probably be taking out the Noble. He is a one of.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll go for the Walking Ballista combo here, just because of knowing our opponent most likely is going to be prepared for that.
Yeah, having at least one endurance.
Maybe the Chaz might be just all spice today, and maybe the Spike Fear gain infinite life.
Maybe. If he goes for that route.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gain infinite life, you just sit back while your opponent can't kill you.
Right.
Because you're not necessarily drawing cards to gain life, and your opponent has to draw cards to deal damage with the combo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you gain 70 life, your opponent does not have 70 cards in their deck.
Right.
So, I mean, Chaz might do that, and that might be a mirror breaker. We don't know.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting point.
Yeah. I am only speaking from what I have seen with what I've seen from Yawgmoth. I played Yawgmoth briefly for a little bit before Soul Cauldron. So, like, I can give you, like, pretty good insight from playing the deck before then.
Yeah.
Cauldron just makes this deck insane now.
Right.
I don't even think we've broken Cauldron. I think we've got to the surface and realized how good it is and what has high synergy.
Yeah.
But I really don't think we've actually busted the card in this deck yet.
There's a much more powerful engine.
Yeah, like we're at the surface with just how good Cauldron is. I just think the longer that we see the card staying in the format, the more people will come up with. But like that Fulminator line was absolutely brutal.
Yeah, that was gross.
You know, that's probably one of the strongest lines the deck has to beating Tron or Four Color,
Yeah.
or even something like Living End or Rhinos, which don't play a lot of basics, or the basics they play, they don't actively look for them early.
Right.
So you're definitely going to see that come up from Chaz more throughout the day if he does better, simply because it's so absolutely bonkers, and he's mainboarding it.
Yeah. Being able to cord for it, being able to find it when he needs it. Yeah.
Just being mainboard. Just Chaz being a greedy individual playing at mainboard.
I mean, a pretty
I love
sideboarded like toolbox. That's
It literally is all he is doing right now.
Yeah.
He says, the only card in my deck that I want sideboard that's going to blow somebody out is a Reclamation Sage.
ensure game 1, and then you only have one more to win in 2.
Yeah. I mean, there's arguments for being spicy with Rex Sage, the other Fulminator, and Spike Feeder main, but like, nah, Chaz is like, the majority of my things like Soulless Jailer, I'm going to mainboard.
All right, so
Shout out to Chaz and this ridiculously cool headband.
Chaz coming out with a Delighted Halfling early. Hopefully,
So, back to what we
Spice.
were talking about these 1-drops.
yeah.
Halfling, in my opinion, is what revived Yawgmoth. Because of it not dying to Renin 6 or Bowmaster or any of those things.
Yeah.
And it effectively blocking Ragavan.
Yep.
So, back when Lord of the Rings dropped, this card, in my opinion, besides Bowmaster, single-handedly revived Yawgmoth as a deck. Yawgmoth was still a deck being played, and it was still good. But it definitely suffered from the Renin 6 stuff. It suffered from... Steven, your camera is shaking heavily. It's doing a disco beat. But it definitely suffered from the Fury plays, the Renin 6 plays, now Bowmaster. So you have this halfling that just gets around all that. Disgusting. We'll see if Josh has a response.
Yeah. Rex Sage right now would be great from him, but it doesn't look like he has one in hand. Wall Roots, Grist, and maybe a land there. So he sorely needs some interaction with that.
You know, I'm not going to lie.
Going for the basic off the fetch.
I'm not going to lie. Josh probably looked at his hand and thought he had a really solid hand. But he is not respecting Chaz's draws. Like, Chaz drew absolutely insane game 1.
Yeah.
Like, you got to play a little more cautious. Like, which he did by getting the basic.
Yeah.
But now how's he going to deal with the Soul Cauldron? But of course, it's like, oh, does my opponent have it or not?
Right. And another Cauldron in hand from Chaz, too, in case he deals
Are
with
we
the first
courting?
one.
No, we're casting our Gris.
Gris, yeah.
Okay. Gris is pretty good here. We down-tick the Yawgmoth to get rid of the Wall of Roots.
Yeah. Oh, look like-
But if we get rid of the Wall of Roots, it goes under the Soul Cauldron.
Exactly.
So it's either the Wall of Roots and we commit to that, or we just uptick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you
I
really
kind of
gotta
like the
know.
uptick. Yeah, I kind of like uptick.
Yeah.
So what uptick does is it enables us. That's fine because if
That's
we draw
fine.
our Cauldron,
Okay.
we have a Yawgmoth.
Okay.
That's fine. Chaz now has Cauldron, but if we draw our, well, I guess that's bad. You're right. The Soul Cauldron. I wasn't looking at Chaz's Cauldron.
Yeah.
I was looking at it as if we got ours.
Yeah. And he has another Cauldron.
Yeah, that's
in hand,
really
too.
bad.
Yeah. So
I do like the Grist uptick here though, because if we draw Cord, we can Cord for anything.
Right. Rexage, your own Yawgmoth, you could find something.
Okay, that's really bad now that we have another creature.
Yeah.
Because we have a pseudo Yawgmoth, and that's
Oh.
really bad.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cord for 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did we overtap?
I think we played the Halfling.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Okay, we did not overtap. We did play the halfling. I didn't know there was something spicy I missed.
No.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh, it's so gross. And there's a grist under the Soul Cauldron.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it here. Oh, we found the grist. We found the grist. Oh, I hate it.
Oh no.
Chaz, you need to stop it with this god tier top deck. It's so puke. I'm sorry, Josh.
Oh.
Please,
And then
please come back, Josh. That was so brutal.
Yeah, a single go for the throat isn't gonna do it. He has a Bowmaster.
He
and
top decked a grist off the grist mill.
Yeah.
Ah.
Chaz just has it all at this point.
I'm not gonna lie to you. what just happened is why I would like Cauldron to not be in the format.
Yeah.
Cauldron Grist is too good.
God, and he has a Sage as well.
And a second Cauldron.
Yeah.
What is that? The
Is that
Legion's
Lost
in?
Legion? Or yeah.
Legion's in?
End. Yeah.
I guess we Legions in tokens.
Yeah. Or even
Wall
Walrus.
Roots.
Yeah.
I think we just start going in on stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think you just need to start.
Yeah, we just start
taking away the
drawing. We're literally a quarter away from the game being over.
board. Yeah.
Ooh!
Okay,
Bowmaster's good.
Yeah. And immediately gone.
It's still gonna get 2 triggers.
Right. Yeah.
Unless he targeted a token. Because we just sacked the token and fizzled the orc.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he attempted to target.
No, I didn't either, but it looks like that's... Oh, no. Okay,
So he did the life total.
Yeah. And then another wolf in hand for Chaz. Yeah, so it...
That's a Cauldron, a Dryad Arbor, a Beseju, another Young Wolf, and I cannot tell what is in the middle. Is that a One Ring?
I thought I saw Yawgmoth.
No, this is a poster One Ring.
Oh, okay.
That is a Yawgmoth. You're right.
Yeah.
That is a poster, non-full One Ring.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, man. At this point, he's just trying to figure out how to close the game, because he has it.
He should be just doing this until he hits, Did he just grist off of the Wall of Roots? To sack a Young Wolf to kill a Wall of Roots? Puke. That's disgusting.
And that...
The fact that he had the loyalty from the double mill.
Yeah.
The double mill grist loyalty gave him down tick. That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting that the double mill grist gave him the additional loyalty to be able to down tick this turn. That's insane. I kind of like Chaz not going for it right here because he could continue to hold this board presence with the Yawgmoth until the Soul Cauldron is gone.
Okay.
So unless Josh has an immediate way to not only kill the Cauldron, but have a follow-up too,
Yeah.
Chaz is just going to sit here in Value Town.
So he has the cord to Reclamation Sage to get...
He does, but is it good enough?
Probably not at this point.
Yeah. What Josh doesn't know is Chaz has a second Cauldron in hand.
Right.
And that's just nasty.
Yeah.
So we're courting for 2 mana, so that's 4, it's 1. I think he's waiting to tap.
Maybe get a Haywire Mite?
Haywire Mite.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he taps, added a mana.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you're going to see Chaz probably start activating this Yawgmoth that he has on the creatures with 1/1 counters.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to kill that Wall Roots because it has 4 counters on it. So more than likely, both of these Wall Roots are going to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't let him get any more mana off them.
On the flip side, we have 3 mana plus a Wall of Roots to hardcast our Yawgmoth in hand. Do we need the Soul Cauldron? It's arguably super good because we have a second Grist in the graveyard when the other Cauldron goes away.
Yeah.
But is it necessary?
He also has 10 points of damage.
We have a cord? Where did we get... Oh, we got cord off the draw.
Yeah.
Off of killing the Wall of Roots.
Yep.
Yeah, this game's over.
Yeah.
1,
Bowmaster
2,
to the
3,
front.
4, 5.
Zulaport. I think he might have it with
Cord for
Zulaport.
2. I have Patra.
Oh, Hepatra. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Infinite Snakes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wipe the board, draw these cards, move to turn and end the game.
Yeah. Yep, get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Chaz drew like a god. Shout out to the Orochimaru token I gave him. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah. Still getting value off it.
Yeah. Make a snake. We're gonna draw 2 more cards probably and kill the Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just sack another snake to kill to make another snake.
Yeah. I feel like there's no reason not to at this point.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
I just think he wants the snakes because of the death touch. Oh, we're getting rid of the... Oh.
Okay, that's interesting.
Ekans.
And then...
Kill the orc.
Yep.
Should have another draw, another life loss, and then the orc.
Or...
Same color sleeves.
Oh my
Same
goodness.
color sleeves. Love it. Steven, make sure they count their deck after the match.
So yeah, full grip from Chaz and full board. And
This game is over.
didn't even need to activate the One Ring.
No. Yeah, this game is it's literally over. He has another Soul Cauldron, another Yawgmoth.
Yeah.
Arguably, the only thing in this that he needs is a cord, just to safely do it with Zulaport. But at this point, the game's over.
Yeah.
Like Chaz drew absolutely phenomenal in both these matchups. The main board Fulminator Mage game 1 was literally disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Triple Stone Rain to cripple your opponent when your opponent went for it. Having not only that, but the answer to the Yawgmoth.
Yep.
Leaving just the Strangleroot Geist. Having a Zulaport to block the Strangleroot Geist to trigger the Undying to save your Grist. And then to just uptick and kill the... The sequencing of draws that Chad had was just disgusting. He drew very, very, very well.
Yes. He also played it very well.
He did. I will absolutely say that. I will absolutely agree with that. Chaz did play that very
and he
well.
just drew the cord.
We had a discussion at the beginning of this that it was about sequencing and responses, and Chaz beautifully piloted that.
Yeah.
Did we get the cord, you said?
Yeah, he just drew the cord.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, cord for Zulaport.
Yeah.
And the game's over.
Yep.
Swing for 5.
Yep.
And then... Why did we untap Yawgmoth?
Did he not swing with Yawgmoth? Did he
What are we waiting on?
just swung for 2? Okay.
I was like, yeah, what are we waiting on?
Yeah.
Man. Gotta be that good looking to be that lucky.
Well.
That man drew so insane.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Chaz,
congrats to
on
Chaz. That was
his first round
crazy.
win, yeah.
Steven, definitely make sure they count their decks, bro, with the same sleeves and same deck. That way they don't have someone else's cards.
Yeah, no more issues.
But that's going to do it for round 1. Thank you guys for stopping in.
Yeah, we'll see you in round 2.
We'll see you for round 2.